All right, today we're going to be doing lesson 3.9. The I can statement for this is that I can find the horizontal and vertical distances on a coordinate plane. So literally what we have done in this lesson today is we are finding how far apart 2 points are on a coordinate plane. Okay, so I have a coordinate plane here for you today for you to look at. Beside it, there's a number line, a vertical number line, because we're going to use that to look at two different ways that we can do this. Okay, so one way that we can do this today is, if you look at the blue box here, it says we're going to graph the two ordered pairs. So if you get two ordered pairs, they're already on the graph for you here today, but if I give you two ordered pairs and you have to know how far apart they are, you can literally graph them like they have here on this particular coordinate plane. Count the number of squares between the 2 points. So, how many squares are between there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 squares. That means the distance between these 2 points, these two ordered pairs, the first one and the second one, will be a distance of 5. Okay, are you following me so far? All right, that's the easiest way to do it, is just to graph it and then count. If that's all you get, then that's what you need to do. Ask for a coordinate plane, graph your 2 points, and then count the distance. There is another way to do this. So if you look at the green box down here, the another way is to use the absolute values. This way, you don't need a graph, you just need your ordered pair, okay? If we use an absolute value. Are you following me so far? Okay, so let me change a couple things. Okay, let's take your coordinates here. We have 4, 3, and we have another coordinate of 4, -2. Okay, here's how you use the absolute value. Now, this is still the x coordinate on this side. This is still the y coordinate on this side. Nothing's changed as far as that goes. Okay, couple things we have to know. We have to know our quadrants. We have to know if they're in the same quadrant or if they're in a different quadrant. So the first thing you're going to ask, what quadrant? Remember the quadrant? What quadrant are these in? Okay, and I just need to know same or different this time. The way you know that is if if the signs are the same, this is a positive and a positive, and I have a positive and a negative. They're different. The signs are different. So that means they are in different quadrants. If the signs were the same, positives and negatives, then they'd be in the same. But since they are different, that is going to determine whether we add or if we subtract. So follow the directions here in the green box. Say use absolute value. If the two ordered pairs are in different quadrants, then you're going to add the absolute values. If the same coordinates are in the same quadrants, then you're going to subtract their absolute value. Okay, I know that makes no sense right now, but just follow me here now. All right, I'm going to cross out and not even use the coordinate that's the same. So I'm going to ignore this quadrant because those are both positive 4s. They're the same value. So now I have a positive 3 and a negative 2. I know they're in different quadrants, so I'm going to have to add. This is where that number line comes in, which is awesome. So if I have a negative 2, like right here, and I have a positive 3, I can look at my number line and count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's one way to do it. Or I could just add these up, okay, and I would get a distance of 5 because they're indifferent. So take their absolute value. The absolute value here is 2. The absolute value here is 3. Add those together and you get 5. Are you following me? All right. I'm going to try to go through this really quickly again. I want to show you one that's the same. What if you had a coordinate like this? What if you had 2 to 3, and let's do a coordinate of 6 to 3. I'm going to go fast here. All right, again, this is the same. Now, these are both positive, positive and positive, positive and positive. They're in the same. So this time I'm going to take the absolute values. Let me put the biggest one on top and the other absolute value, and you're going to subtract because they're in the same quadrant. That means they're 4 apart. So if you think about that, if you have a 6 up here and you have a 2 here and you count, they're 4 apart.